Hi, everybody.
Hi, it's Ken.
And Andrea.
And we are back with another episode of Finley Family Values.
Why do you always look at me when you say that?
Because I like looking at your beautiful eyes. Alright, so today we are doing... You're always trying to
It's okay
sneak.
if I read it. It's okay.
We're still continuing our documentation of the top 10 things reasons why people argue.
Okay.
Okay, number 7. This is an interesting one. Interior design. It says, once again, this used to be one partner's domain, i.e. the woman, but now metrosexuals insist on elephant's breath rather than jade coral, or the Eames chair rather than the ironic Urkel.
What are you saying?
So, interior design. People fight over interior design.
Oh, well.
So now you say why I said we might be doing two.
It doesn't really apply to us.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, how long we've been married?
20-something.
20-something years. So for like 18 years, we couldn't afford to buy anything to design anything.
And we have similar styles.
No, we don't. We don't have similar styles. Well, okay.
I like the rustic man office.
We like some. You usually like what I like, and I don't like what you like.
So
That's how that works.
I have similar style to you.
You have a similar style to me. I don't know. We haven't really ever really decorated a house. We buy like one thing,
And then see if something later will work with it.
and like big stuff we usually go pick out together, like the furniture and stuff.
Yeah.
I think we picked out all that together.
The appliances.
Unless I find something like on a clearance, like the couch and all that.
Some furniture and decorations just kind of show up.
I mean, I guess. Well, yeah. I mean, you don't care about the little things, and like we don't have a lot of tchotchke stuff because we still don't have a lot of places to put stuff like that. And I don't like a lot of clutter.
I'm not a big clutter fan.
We don't like clutter. Although, well, you can't tell by this room.
Yeah.
We never thought about that, so I don't know what to tell you. I guess I would say you both live in the house. So if someone doesn't feel comfortable in the house you've decorated, that's a problem.
Like too much stuff would bother me.
Yeah.
I don't like going into a room and there's stuff
Well,
everywhere.
like all your trophies. I don't like all those trophies.
Where are they?
I think it looks tacky. So they're not in the house.
They're in the garage.
They're in the garage where you can see them.
On a where I can see them, no one sees them.
So I think
I earn those.
compromise maybe. I get something and you get something. If one of you doesn't care, then it's no big deal. Everybody should feel at home in their home.
Yeah.
So I would say keep that in mind. So if you're buying things and it's too girly or something, you probably need to keep your husband in mind.
And that is one thing I will say that you do with our bedding and stuff like that. You don't go over the top girly.
I try not to.
Which is good, but you don't. So I appreciate that.
I always dreamed about having like a guest bedroom that was all white with girly stuff, but that would be a guest room, so it wouldn't matter.
Right. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of advice about that. Just you both live there, so you should both like it.
So number 6 might be interesting.
Okay.
Who decides what's best for the children? I can see how that could be a fight.
That could be, yeah. Because, like, you see people, or you hear about people where one is the disciplinarian and then the other one is totally the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we did talk about some of the stuff before we had kids. We did. And we talked about some big stuff before we got married, actually. Just to make sure that we weren't going to have huge disagreements. So I would say that's a conversation you should have before you get married. And make sure you're in some kind of, close parameters. You're not going to be the same. I think personality goes into that because I'm more of the disciplinarian than he is.
I'm more of the fun dad.
We did make a rule to not undermine each other in front of the kids, which can be hard sometimes. Yes. Excuse me?
Oh, I knew we made that rule. I didn't know we followed that rule.
We follow that rule a lot, as much as possible. There are times. Okay.
And here's the fight.
There's the fight. My deal is you have to stick up for your kids. And you have to protect your kids. If you're not going to protect your kids, who is? Who's going to do it?
Yeah, we call that being an advocate for your child.
Yeah, you have to be an advocate for your child. And every once in a while, when your spouse has had a really hard day, or, maybe goes a little overboard, sometimes you just hold it in and then you go into your bedroom and you're like, I don't think that was right. But sometimes you have to call them on it right there. It just depends what it is.
Because the kids need to see if they feel that it's not right or they feel they're being unjustly punished, they need to know that dad overstepped or mom yelled a little longer than she should have, or they need to know that we understand that we have those boundaries that we cross sometimes. We never got violent with the kids. Noble's never been spanked like with a real spanking. Chu has been, but Noble had never been. So I lost my train of thought, but
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway,
working together is what I meant.
So you need to, my temper gets a hold of me sometimes. So now my thing is, True was getting in trouble a lot because school emails were coming, and I was getting so angry. So I had to make a rule for myself that I wasn't allowed to do anything for 2 hours after I got an email, so that I could calm down. A lot of times we'll go talk about, what do you think we should do? Mm-hmm. Is this a big deal? Is it not a big deal? Should there be consequences? What should they be? But you have your spur of your moment.
And you also want to get their side of it too. Always wanted to hear, because it may be different. The teacher may think something different than what he's doing. That's what I always thought about it.
So the question, who decides what's best for the kids? You both do. You both do. And if you're way apart on the spectrum, that's going to be more difficult. We tend to agree on some things, but you also have to be the buffer. There are times when I feel like he should have stepped in when I lost my temper and he didn't.
And I agree. I should have.
So, and then that means later I have to go apologize to my kids, which I do. There have been 2 or 3 times that I've had to go say, I'm sorry, I overreacted. So you both decide what's best for your kids. And if you have very different ideas, you need to talk about that alone, not in front of your children, and come to some kind of understanding, whatever that may be. Obviously, if your spouse is abusive to your children, you need to take your kids and leave.
That's a line.
That's a line. That's not okay. Because if you, like I said, if you don't protect your kids, who does? And I have to, school stuff. I'm very non-confrontational. I have to gear myself up, to speak up, because after I'm their mom.
At school meetings.
At school meetings and stuff.
And if you get upset at a school meeting and you cry, that is not a big deal.
Which sucks.
But it means you're passionate about taking care of your children.
That also sucks. I'd rather be angry than cry, but whatever. So, you both do. And you should be on the same page as much as possible. Those are discussions that should happen not in front of your kids, because you want to be a unified front to your kids. You want to know that if he says something, I'm going to back him up, and if I say something, he's going to back me up, unless it's just really not right. And then you might have to be like, whoa, hold on here, buddy. Because sometimes Noble rubs him really wrong, and I don't get it.
It's a man thing.
I think so. I think it's like if I had a daughter, it would probably be different. And I'll be like, he's just doing this. What's happening? And so
it's the underlying stuff.
Yeah, that's funny. I'm glad I don't have that. So God didn't give me girls for a reason, probably.
I think that's.
I think that's it.
Well, next week we'll go through what number are we on? 6. That was 6. So next we'll do the top 5.
Top 5.
And we'll see where we land from there. So we appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for visiting. With your hat and all.
Listen, they messed up my bangs.
I got it.
I messed up my bangs.
Your bangs are fine.
She did lovely. She cut my hair just fine, but they always cut the bangs too short. What happened?
We're
blank.
We're still
the screen
recording.
is out.
We're still
The
recording.
screen is out.
It's just-
Oh, there we are. What was I saying? They always cut them too short. And see, I broke. This is my fault because I was not going to let him cut my bangs because I know that it's like a compulsion. And then I was like, well, you can just even them up if you want, and then too short. So they'll grow. It's all right. I'm just gonna wear a hat for today.
Okay, well, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate you guys, and thanks for watching.
Bye.
Where's it off?
Alrighty, let's try that one more time.
For the records.
For the record? Alrighty then.
What? I'm sorry. What did you
that one
ask?
better?
It'll probably hopefully show up in the video.
Check 2, check. So we don't want to use the webcam audio, so turn that off. Now, is it recording audio? That's the question. Are you recording audio? Yeah, a second. Cool.
Oh, it doesn't do the countdown.
No, it doesn't do the countdown.
Okay.
Whose turn? You or me?
I can't see your microphone. Okay. What?
Okay.
All right. Anatomy of a blooper.
It has to be spontaneous.
Does it?
Spontaneous.
Does it have to be spontaneous?
Yes, it has to be natural, spontaneous.
Look, I'll make a blooper right now. See, I can't see.
Okay, make a mover and take your head off.
No. Take my hat off. It has to be spontaneous.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
And since Noble's at work,
no check. No spontaneous right now.
Noble's at work, so we don't get any surprises from the.
I thought you were just funny.
She knows how to hit you right in the core.
I thought you were funny. Say something funny. Say something funny right now.
Your love for me.
My love for you
It's
is
funny, right? Sheesh. You can't be on all the time. You can always be funny.
Discipline. I do it all. He does nothing.
Yeah, there's a
Was that the
blooper.
question?
No.
Also, interior design. I do it all. He does nothing. Is anyone noticing a trend in this relationship?
Yeah, that I'm not the what's the word I was looking for? Pretentious. The first 2 episodes, I was very pretentious. So I was the one always worried about stuff. Now you're worried about the stuff.
What
Right.
stuff?
Why are you hiding, Carmen Sandiego?
I look sexy. No.
Yes, you do.
What was I gonna say? Oh, division of labor in a marriage.
Oh yeah, 85 to 15.
95 to
Easy.
5. 95 to 5. He thinks going to work is all he needs to do.
What's wrong?
Should we stop recording now?
I don't get the issue. I don't get the problem. All right.